We are still on top of breaking news this morning out of Northwest Atlanta. A popular Atlanta restaurant, it goes up in flames. Intense heat right here. Homeowners in this area can't believe it. They say this was really a neighborhood staple.
You know, it's one of those farm-to-table restaurants that gained national attention. CBS 46's Daniel Wilkerson is live outside. This is Bee's Cracklin' Barbecue at Main Street and Bolton. We've been watching the story since we went on the air at 4:30 this morning, Daniel, and they're still having a hard time getting it under control.
You know what? We were just within the last 5 minutes. We have, for the first time this morning, seen them stop putting water on the structure from up high. You can see it behind me there. The sergeant with the fire department told us early on that they had it under control, but they certainly faced some challenges this morning. I can tell you that the owner got a call from his alarm company saying that the structure was on fire. He came, he tried to put it out. He said it started around the pit area. Someone else dialed 911. So firefighters were on the way. Let's go ahead and get you to some video and show you what it looked like when we arrived on the scene. That owner said that it was just too much for him. Of course, he called the fire department. When the fire department arrived, they say they had issues with a fire hydrant, and so they had to put water from the truck on the structure here. At about that time, they say the roof looked like it was starting to collapse, and so the sergeant made the decision to pull his firefighters back just out of safety for them. Now, I can tell you this is a heavily commercial and residential area. The structures are pretty close to each other. There are tall trees right above the structure, and so those were all challenges that firefighters faced, in addition to the fact that the winds today were pretty high. Now, I did some digging, and this is not the first time that this has happened to this owner. Back in 2014, he opened a Savannah restaurant. It was his first restaurant. It caught fire, and so area businesses came together to get it back open. And so in September of 2016, he opened the restaurant here in Atlanta. As you heard Gavir say, his claim to fame here has been that he raises local heritage hogs and he uses locally grown produce for his sides. And so in 2015, he was featured in 2 magazines, Southern Living and Garden and Gun. Now, I spoke with neighbors. I can't tell you how many neighbors have come up to me in sheer shock that this has happened. Take a listen.
I was just pulling up. Like I said, I live at the end of the road over here, and I turn right to go to work every morning. About 5:30, I make this turn right here, and I pulled up, and I just saw the cameras. I couldn't figure out what was going on, so I just parked and walked up a little bit, and obviously you can kind of take it all in to see. And it's devastation, really.
Now, while we were playing that interview, I just got word that in just a little bit, they will be opening the road back up. And as we speak here on live television, they are opening the road back up. And so that's a good thing because, you know, it doesn't take much for we to get some kind of traffic hiccup here in Metro Atlanta. Just to give you some reference, there are a lot of churches in the area: Saints of Christ Ministry, Riverside Church of God, and Truth and Victory United Pentecostal. They weren't affected, but that just gives you a little reference. But again, the road is back open here. And so this should not have a big influence on your commute. We're live this morning in Northwest Atlanta. Daniel Wilkerson, CBS 46 News.